The year was 2008. I was a first-year teacher and the chief of police walked into my room. My heart dropped to the floor. Let me tell you the story of a life lesson that I'll never forget. It was the first day of school. It went pretty smoothly, but then it was time to go home. I put a girl on the bus that was supposed to be picked up, and I think I kind of mixed them up because they looked similar. And then so I had another child in my room that was supposed to ride the bus, but the one that was supposed to be picked up went on the bus. And then the girl's aunt came in to pick her up and she said, "Oh, where is she?" I'm like, "Oh no, I put her on the bus." And she goes, "Oh, no big deal. They go to the same sitter. I'll take this child, the one that's not hers." She goes, "I'll take her. I have a car seat in my car and I will take her to the sitters. No big deal." So I was really flustered. I was a first year teacher, first day of school. And so I said, "Oh, okay, great." And she left. That's when the panic set in. Oh no, she didn't have permission to take her. What if something happened on the way home? Oh my gosh. So the mom of the little girl that I let go in the car with somebody else was actually a teacher in the district, and I called her right away and let her know what happened, and I apologized. But then after really thinking it through, it's like, wow, that was a huge deal. I cannot believe I just did that. Because I was feeling really bad, I wanted to write her an email and make sure she knew that this would never happen again. And I got some advice from somebody that said, "No, don't put it in writing. That's not good. You did something that was wrong. You should not put that in writing." But I just felt so overwhelmingly sorry and like, I can't believe I did that. And so I wrote her an email saying, like, "I truly apologize. I'm so glad that everything turned out okay, and I promise you this will never happen again, and it's a huge life lesson for me. I was completely in the wrong and I apologize." Okay, fast forward. Not only, I didn't tell you this, but her mom was a teacher in the district, but the little girl's dad was chief of police in my town. So the next day I was sitting in my room by myself eating lunch, and he comes in and my heart dropped to the floor. I'm telling you, I literally couldn't breathe. But almost immediately, do you know what he said to me? He said, "Nope, calm down, calm down. It's a good reason that I'm here." And he came to me and he said, "I want you to know that most people do not own up to their mistakes. They try to get out of it by lying or fibbing or blaming somebody else." He said, I want you to know that I really appreciate that you sent that email to my wife, taking ownership for what you did, and apologizing for your mistake." He said, "I want you to remember that." And, it's 15 years later, and I will never forget that. Own up to your mistakes, okay? People know when you're lying. People know when you're not being completely honest. Tell the truth. Be honest. This is actually the 4th rule that I added to my preschool classroom this year because I want them to know that being honest is so important and owning up to your mistakes. So even in my preschool classroom this year, this happened this week, I'm having friends that are just leaving centers and not cleaning up. And so I've been praising those students who are being honest, and now I'm getting everybody running back to their centers. So I said, "Oh, freeze hands up, everybody." I said, "Our Play-Doh center is a mess." We had some friends that must have just left there. And I had 4 friends, no, not kidding you, 4 friends went back there, and I said, "Oh, thank you for being honest." And another one ran. And I said, "Oh, thank you for being honest." And so I wasn't mad at them. I want them to be honest and own up to the things that they did. And that's what I'm trying to teach in my classroom. The same thing that the chief of police taught me.